underfoot. The bugs lurk in subterranean tunnels, preparing for their next vicious attack. Wiping out these nests is dangerous work, but nothing the mobile infantry can't handle. Our brave troopers will uncover and eradicate the enemy wherever they hide.
Oh, tell me about this death trap you sent us into. Any word from the advanced squads?
We don't know the situation underground. It's safe to assume that bugs still control the mine tunnels.
Roger that. All right, troopers. Let's go on a bug hunt. I want every inch of these mines cleared.
You've got to be kidding me. A mine oh man, this is so StarCraft. I love it. Cure the mine. Great. Combat engineers, rifle troopers. Wait, who is this? Tactical officer?
Sir. Roger that.
And of course, no one better to bring into a tunnel than a sniper.
Must have been trying to stop the bugs.
Squad,
You'll need to get to the control room to get them open.
Sir, roger that.
Alright, to the control room we go.
Yes, sir.
Look sharp, troopers.
Affirmative. Engineers here. Haul ass.
Love the voice acting. Very good.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Sir, affirmative.
Oh,
Cook those bugs.
I'm glad they came to our barbecue. That's so awesome of the bugs.
Get your gear. We're moving out.
Very tight quarters. Gonna bring the flamethrowers first.
Listen up.
Yes, sir.
Engineers here. Haul ass. Get your gear. We're moving out. Sir.
Keep low.
Sir.
Uh-oh.
Haul ass.
A cave-in.
Affirmative. Listen up.
Roger that.
Oh, snipers.
Affirmative. Miss me? Yes, sir. On me.
Glowing crystal.
Sir.
I wonder if the dropship can come in underground.
This ain't gonna be a picnic.
Engineers here. Roger that.
Squad, ready for orders.
Affirmative. Orders? Yes, sir.
Alright, flamethrowers take the lead.
Give him hell.
We're on bug home turf, so be ready for
Get
the
your gear.
worst.
We're moving out. Yes, sir. Sir.
Roger that.
Oh no, we gotta go down this way now? Okay, let's get the snipers in gear.
Yes. Affirmative.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully no one's coming in from behind.
Look sharp, troopers.
Move out. Firing well. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Move out. Let's go. Everybody fight. With me.
Alright, this will unlock the lock door.
Move out. Open fire. Orders. Engineers here.
Nice.
Standing by.
Squad, ready for orders.
Sir. Get your gear. We're moving out.
We have to take out that nest before continuing.
Affirmative.
Oh boy.
Sir.
Affirmative.
A drone. Juvenile warriors, they say.
Orders. Barbecued bug. Coming all ass.
Ooh, explosive barrels everywhere.
Affirmative. Get your gear. We're moving out. Affirmative. Cook those bugs.
Get 'em, boys.
Give them hell.
Squad, ready for orders.
Sir.
Ew.
Sharp, troopers.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was risky business in the explosive barrels, but okay. Oh, that's cool. We can train the searchlight. That's cool.
Sir.
Let's go.
Alright, hopefully this is where the snipers come in handy.
Affirmative.
We go left? Nope.
If we ain't dying, we ain't trying.
Get 'em, boys.
Snipers in here. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Alright.
Squad,
On
ready
the
for
move.
All the way to the control room.
Roger that.
Like having the engineers in the lead.
Engineers here.
They can take a little beating and also
Sir.
issue it back.
Roger that.
Listen up. Haul ass. Affirmative.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Standing by. Yes, sir. Sir, on the move.
Waiting order. Roger that.
Sir, haul ass. Barbecue bugs coming up.
Miss me? This ain't gonna be a picnic. Snipers here. On me. Yes, sir. Yes?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Not bad.
Sir.
Listen up.
Affirmative. Snipers Roger here. That.
Engineers
This
here.
ain't gonna be a picnic.
All right, we're almost to that damn command center.
I hear movement, and it ain't coming on two legs.
This ain't gonna be a
Defensive formation.
Uh-oh.
Maintain a clear field of fire.
This ain't gonna be a picnic.
Coming from this side.
Yes, sir. Shot troopers.
Sir,
Sir. Affirmative.
That's it for now. Move up.
standing by. With me.
What's this way? Famous last words.
Engineers here. Yes, sir.
Yes? Roger that. Miss me?
Roger that. On the move. With me. Affirmative. On the move. Orders? Roger that. Sir, move out. Affirmative. Roger that. On the move.
Oh, it's like a cave-in.
Engineers here. With me.
All right, let's go.
Sir.
Affirmative. Roger that.
Man, it's going to be a long way to that command center. Oof. That's a lot of bodies. There's actually a guy in that light. He gets to hang out all alone.
Sir?
This way.
That'd be scary as hell. No, thank you.
Let's go. Roger that.
All right, hold the high ground.
Roger that. Kill him! This way. If we ain't dying, we ain't trying.
Engineers here. Affirmative. Haul in. Standing by.
Nice.
Sir. Roger that.
Did you get those engineers replenished?
More of our guys. Glad we ran into them.
Well, that was convenient.
Sir.
Scripted replenishment.
This ain't gonna be a picnic.
Very clever, developer. That's very clever.
Yes, sir.
Big chamber up ahead. Looks like the bugs enlarged it to make room for something.
Boy, I wonder what it could be.
This ain't gonna be a picnic. Snipers here. Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Tanker bug. Keep your distance from that thing.
Oh, nice. We got the snipers here.
Squad, ready for orders.
Kill the wounded tanker bug. Oh,
Looks like it's wounded.
Yep.
We could take this thing down with grenades. Tankers down. Regroup and move up.
All right, that was close.
Look sharp, troopers. Squad,
He almost
Roger
fired
that.
one off.
Keep low. On me.
Maybe down this way. Oh, we're almost there.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. On me.
Finally out of Archie's caves. This should position us on the far end of the control room.
On me.
Oh, the gate is open. Good.
I always hit the
A unit has been
Yes.
promoted.
Sir.
Roger that. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. This ain't gonna be a picnic. I'm doing my part. Sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh, damn. Almost killed the officer. Ooh, defensive tactics.
Miss me?
Standing by.
Yes, sir.
That'll buff out, he's fine.
Yes?
You can still fight if you have 3 out of 4, you know?
Sir, move out!
Sir, affirmative.
Control room is back online. Remotely accessing door locks. Heads up. Security cameras reveal bugs on the way.
No way. Bugs counterattacking?
Engineers here. That. Get your gear. We're moving in.
Keep low. Sir, affirmative.
Federation scientists ask, who turned off the lights? Rolling blackouts plague the planet as bugs target Qualash's electrical grid. Industry grinds to a halt, threatening to paralyze the war effort. Military operations are underway to retake the critical power station and nip these outages in the bud. The mobile infantry will get the job done.
I really like the drop ships the mobile infantry use. I think they look really cool.
Intel reports a new bug threat in
What?
our sector.
Huh? Who? Tiger bug? Stronger subspecies of the warrior. Okay. So they require armor piercing to counter. Uh-oh. Marita?
Sir, Intel reports a new bug threat in our sector.
What? This threat report indicates that each bug hive in tunnel will have its strength increased by 1. Oh. Shit. That's not good. Hey, just drop this fucking incendiary. Go. Oh shit, that's a tiger bug. Please. Oh, these tiger bugs are fucking tough. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck, I wish I had the shotguns off cooldown.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
Yes! Dropship support! Oh my fucking god!
Standing by.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, and it supports like the whole area too. It's not just in the circle.
These big tiger bugs sure are tough bastards. We're gonna need some heavier firepower to punch through.
Damn
Request
straight.
has been granted.
Yo!
Troopers armed with Marita 2s are dropping now.
Fragmentation barrage, indirect fire support with a steady barrage of fragmentation grenades. Flak grenades deal damage air units. Okay. And then Ripper Blast is a volley of cluster shot to sweep an area clean. Very effective against close range. Alright, cool. So we basically just have way less of these guys. Let's get that drop fire support called in. Nice. Engineers up front. Rockets, hit them. Go. Troopers, shotguns. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. God, we did good here today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a lot of them. Get the troops up. Let's try and get a fragmentation barrage here. That was really cool. That whole, like, advance with just the layered abilities. We did amazing there. That was fucking awesome. Oh, shit. After doing a really cool advance, I proceeded to fragmentation blast my own troops. Incredible. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, you to there. Rifle troopers up to here.
Sir, additional supplies.
Combat engineers, get up to your high point there. There we go. Rocket troops, get in. Holy shit. All right, let's call more rocket troops in. All right, and now we get you guys up to go capture the point. And we actually have to space ourselves out because these guys are about to spawn again. All right, let's just drop a grenade on that in preparation.
The power plant is secure.
Whew, all right.
Great work. Station is back up and running, and power is being restored as we speak.
Ripple fire, go.
Instructions are to leave
Ripple
any
fire.
stragglers to the follow-up crews.
Whew.
Best news I've heard all day.
Peace and prosperity. After the bug's defeat, Qualasha has become an oasis of calm in a violent galaxy. Grateful colonists enjoy an idyllic life working in the mines, safe under the Federation's watchful eye. The mobile infantry stands vigilant, ready to respond to any threat, big or small. Even in peacetime, there's still work to do. Just today, a group of miners were trapped underground after a cave-in. Hang tight down there, boys.
Hello everybody and welcome to Starship Troopers Terran Command launch event. We know that you've been waiting for this release for so long and now we're finally here to speak about this great game. On my right you can see Alberto, who is a senior brand manager for Starship Troopers Terran Command.
I'm doing my part.
And on his right we have Edmond, the greatest gamer in our team.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah, and I'm Julia, and I'm doing my part too. Okay, so thank you guys for being here, and I take the chance also to say that we are in Red Bull Gaming Zone, the Twitch Red Bull Studios in Milan, and also to say a great thank you to Red Bull. And Alberto, can you talk about the game and tell us more, and which kind of game is Starship Troopers? We can't wait for it.
Yeah, of course. Starship Troopers Terran Command is a real-time strategy game set in the movie universe. Of course, many of you will be familiar with the movie from 1997 from Paul Verhoeven. The game takes after that, and it's also based in the expanded universe about the sequels and other stories from the Starship Troopers movie universe. It's a single-player real-time strategy game, and we are going to show you some exciting missions from the story campaign. So I believe that today we are showing for the first time some missions that we have never shown before. That's mission 11, and if you have time, we will carry on. So, Edmond.
Yes.
Edmond.
The man.
Yes.
Yes. So,
wait. So you played a lot in the past week. So you've become quite the expert.
How many hours have you played?
In the last week, 58.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's a huge investment, yeah. So actually, yeah, I mean, we're going to play a mission which is called Mental Issues. So this is quite happening in this case. But yeah, sorry, this was just a joke. So, what can you tell us about this mission? Where we're at in the story, and what's your opinion so far?
Yeah, so many of you have seen the first 10 missions out there on YouTube, Twitch, etc. We released the first 10 missions to press and streamers and so on, so you guys could really get a feel for a good portion of the game. Mission 11 is where the gloves sort of come off. Story-wise, your lead commander, your commanding officer, he disobeyed orders in the last mission, and now the consequences of those actions are going to unfold in Mission 11. Mission 11 starts quite different to other missions. There's an interesting little commando-style bit, but we'll get into that as it goes along.
Cool.
Wow.
All right. So let's jump into it and let's look at the game.
Oh no!
Wait, actually, first we're going to show you the trailer.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, guys, I forgot about it. So let's have a look at the trailer.
Yes.
There's a very neat trailer that we worked on. So let's look at it.
Join the mobile infantry and save humanity from arachnid aggression. We have powerful war machines. We have destructive new weapons. We need brave soldiers for the war effort. Are you doing your part? Service guarantees citizenship.
Wow.
Did you like it?
Yeah, very much. It's happening. I can't believe it. Oh my God! After how many years?
I lost count. I know Marco spoke about it earlier, but I lost count.
Yeah, yeah. But we are really, really, really excited. It's like we are giving birth to our own child.
Yeah, well. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so are we starting play?
Yes. Edmond is here, ready to play Mission 11, Mental Issues.
Wow.
So
okay.
let's jump into it.
Let's jump. Wow. Wow.
Lost behind enemy lines. One gifted psychic officer has unraveled the bug's secret strategy to conquer Kwalasha. But his shuttle has gone down deep in bug territory. And now a desperate rescue is mounted to recover him and the vital knowledge he possesses. The mobile infantry never leave a comrade behind.
Wow.
So we're ready to start.
We're ready to start to war.
All right, so Edmond, now we're going to jump into the scenario. I really would like to hear what's your strategy, what's your plan in order to beat this scenario.
This is
Command, we're at the designated drop point.
Infamously difficult mission.
Dropship now.
Most of the game so far, you've controlled armies of troopers and held off hordes of bugs. This is very different. I am going to have to be sneaky. So our units here are in not do not disturb mode. Don't mistake this little symbol here. They're on hold fire, so they won't shoot unless I tell them to.
Yeah.
And that's so that we can be very picky about what we attack, because if we attack the wrong things, we may end up very, very dead.
Yeah.
Which is not really how I wanted to sort of spend my 5 minutes of fame. So,
come on, just 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're just gonna. So I'm just picking off these.
What kind of insects are they? Are they imaginary insects, or are they inspired to real insects?
Well,
I was wondering, because I think that I would be terrified if I would met those kind of things.
Well, they're called arachnids, so I would assume that they're based on spiders from Earth, but of course they're 50 times bigger and much deadlier.
Oh, yeah, I think that...
Actually, yeah, there are several types of bugs in this game.
Okay. But many are inspired by spiders, but others, I think, like to other kind of...
Yeah, there are like cockroach-inspired bugs. There's also like a very big and brainy sort of... Well, I don't want to give spoilers, but of course anyone who has seen the movie will be familiar with it. I'm talking, of course, of the brain bug.
So you see here, I had to wait for my special power there, but I've used a sensor beacon to lure the bugs away, because there's just no way we can deal with that many with just this tiny commando group.
Yeah. So those are snipers, right?
Yeah, and they because they're on the lower elevation, they can't see me. So I've snuck past them, because if I trigger any of these, then I'm just dead.
Yeah,
so, you know, they're very angry and very bitey and very hungry. So just got to try and avoid being detected.
Yeah, of course, you know, this is part of the Star campaign. It's 20 scenarios long, and each mission is quite unique. Like, if people are familiar with other missions from the game that maybe famous influencers or streamers have been showing in the past few days, you will recognize that the gameplay in this specific mission is quite different. So we're really proud of what the guys from the Artistocrats achieved here with the unique approach to scenario design. It's really, really creative, and each mission really has a unique vibe and a unique feeling.
Yes.
Yes, so I just collecting a few more troopers here.
I'm Colonel Ava Cortez.
So as you can see, as this part of the story unfolds, your previous CO has been disposed of because he broke orders.
Yeah.
He didn't die valiantly like he should have. So we're now in the hands, or lack of hands, of Cortez here. So really, the game is. The gloves are coming off at this point. Not that the gloves were really on super tight for the earlier part of the game, but this is really marks the point where, you know, you need to think about what you've learned, because it can come apart very quickly. I mean, 40, 50 bugs, and you've got 3 guys. You're in big trouble.
Actually, since you mentioned difficulty, well, I think.
Oh, it's very adjustable.
Game.
Yeah,
it's
but
very adjustable, but it's a challenging game because we wanted to go for a very challenging game. I mean, that's the part. That's the beauty of this game. It's not something that you can just play once and you win immediately. You have to really learn how to play well.
Yeah. So you see, I'm using the barrels here too.
Yeah.
So I can't afford to make any mistakes because they're not coming back. I have to use these barrels very carefully.
But sorry, Edmund.
It's okay. No,
I had the question because you cannot set a difficulty.
Oh yeah, no, you can.
So
you can.
If I would like to play Starship Troopers, since I'm not so expert like you guys are, I can set, for example, base difficulty.
Yeah, you can set. You can pick a beginner difficulty, and you will have a more approachable experience. Then, of course, if you're really an experienced player like Edmond, you want to go for the higher difficulty levels, and you know, it's our way to propose kind of different level of challenge for anyone.
It's also great because a beginner can start playing and then becoming expert. He can also play intermediate and then expert, and can have different kind of experiences and learn. It's a very great thing.
Yeah, then again, of course, this is Mission 11, so we're pretty much mid the campaign. The story campaign in the first scenarios, there is some sort of gradual introduction to the gameplay mechanics. So that's really a smooth way to introduce players to how the game plays, basically.
Okay.
So what were you doing here, Edmond?
I'm just very carefully cleaning out the bugs here without attracting too much attention. You know, I would say I mostly practiced the game on brutal, the hardest difficulty. And most people who know me, know my channel. I'm a big fan of very difficult games and quite a veteran player. The hardest difficulty definitely will challenge you if you're a veteran gamer. But the easy difficulty is also really very easy, and it's because the difficulty is based on damage output. So on very easy you have double damage, and on brutal you have half damage. And because of the hordes of bugs, you really notice the effect of losing firepower, because the longer it takes you to kill one, the closer the others get. So you can find yourself swamped very quickly on the harder difficulties.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, speaking of hordes and swarms, as you can see, this is a unique scenario with limited numbers of troopers involved, and you're facing not like overwhelming number of bugs, but as you could see from the trailer or other streams, not all missions are like that.
Yeah, so this is a good moment to talk about the armor penetration mechanics. So it was very important for me to kill the tiger bugs with the various explosive crates and stuff, because the tiger bugs have like a moderate level of armor, and none of the units that I have here have got armor penetration. So armor penetration is usually like rocket troopers, machine guns, grenades, those kind of things have got good armor penetration. None of these guys have got good armor penetration. So if I fail to take out the tiger bugs, I don't have the firepower to get through their armor, so they're just going to gobble me up.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I'm sweating a little bit here at the beginning of this.
Oh, don't worry. If you lose, you're just going to be court-martialed.
I hear they hang you for that, as the movie goes.
Well, not, maybe sometimes you just get whipped.
Oh yes, you do, occasionally.
Yeah.
Alberto, I have collected some questions that our users made on our social media channels, Reddit. I remind you to follow us on our social media channels. If you have questions, write them there, we will answer. Anyway, I'm giving you a question from our followers. Bug campaign will be handsome. It's not a question, but it's something that I would like to tell you.
Yeah, well, to be honest, we're not planning any campaign from the point of view of the bugs. First off, because the two factions have a very asymmetric gameplay. Basically, the bugs in the game are designed to be an opponent. They continually spawn, and they will always come at you. And then, of course, I mean, to quote the movie, frankly, I find the idea of an intelligent bug quite offensive.
Okay, perfect. Second question. I've collected many questions.
Yeah.
I will tell them to you during our live stream. Please add the active pause. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with the 2-4 simultaneous bug attacks on different sides of the map. Please. It's something that they really need to tell you.
They really want it. Well, to be honest, this game is all about micromanagement. So it's all about being able to manage many different things at once, to really look at the details, to really turn those tiny little details to your advantage, like some elevation, using the right ability at the right time, moving the right unit on the right spot at the right time. So if we introduce an active pause feature, that's out of the window, because that's not what the game is about. This game is about managing things and being under pressure and being attacked on multiple spots at the same time and having to split your attention between different fronts. So sorry, but we're not going to add that.
It was to give you the real experience of being under a bug attack. So I think that is great. And when I was going there, are you okay? Are you alive?
Yes.
Are you still alive?
I'm just listening intently to your conversation there.
All right. What do you think about what we said? Do you have opinions about it?
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of people were sort of asking. One other thing that was brought up all the time was, can we have the snipers auto-target the spitter bugs? Can we have the rocket troopers auto-target the tankers? I mean, a lot of the gameplay is managing your units. It's not just managing their lines of fire and their positioning, but also what they're shooting at. And there is a suppression system, so when units get suppressed, they move and they shoot a little bit slower. And sometimes they forget their target when they take a suppression hit. They forget their target and they attack the thing that's nearest to them, which is most scary. So you need to be paying attention to your units. That's a real sort of core of what makes the game challenging. Because obviously, if all your guys were picking the optimal targets all the time, it would be quite easy, I think. So.
Yeah. So as you can see now, Edmond's army is growing. He's controlling a base now. He has more units under his command.
Yeah.
So you're calling for reinforcements. Who are you calling for?
Troopers. One thing which sort of makes this game a bit different from most RTSs is the trooper is the most basic unit. You start the game with it. Now many strategy games have a, basic, better, best kind of unit progression, but the trooper is useful throughout the whole game. It's useful at the beginning and it's useful at the end, because every unit has got its own particular strengths and weaknesses. The unfortunate strength of the trooper is that you get a lot of them.
They're very replaceable.
They're very replaceable, yeah. It's a bit unfortunate, but in the early game they've got good damage output, good abilities, and they're very hard to kill, relatively speaking, for fleshy humans. Towards the late game, their main utility is you get a big squad of them, so they can take a lot of damage. Because your other more specialized units come in, as you can see here, they come in twos or singles, or the next smallest combat squad is a group of 6, half the size. So they kind of offer a meat shield, if you will. a bit cold of me to say, but I bought them to protect more valuable personnel.
Well, everybody fights, nobody quits.
You're cruel.
It's their honor to die for the Federation. They have to know the reason why they're going to die. And
they're doing their part as well.
That reason is that they are cheap.
Oh my god.
Well, in the movie, it didn't look like the training was so rigorous, or
hundreds of thousands lost in an hour seems pretty accurate with these guys.
Well, this brings me to another question we
Yes.
got. Is the game inspired by the film or by the book?
Oh no, definitely the film.
Okay.
It takes after, especially after the first movie, but the sequels as well. So it really retains the same mood and satire and message from the movie.
Also graphics. They're really,
Of course, the cosmetic aesthetic side of the game, as you can see, is very much inspired by the movie.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I like the movie very much.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. It's amazing how the special effects were so great for being 1997, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Actually, it's one of those movies which aged really well. It's very, it's astonishing and it's remarkable.
Yeah.
I had to tax strike my own guy there. He was a lost cause, so I called the airstrike on top of his position because he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. Since we were talking about troopers and units being useful from early to late game, I wanted to mention unit experience. As you can see, there are different icons on top of each unit. The little dots that you see, they mark the experience level of that specific squad.
Yes, that's right.
So when a unit goes into further fighting, it gains experience. It can gain new abilities. So that's the game's way to represent basically troopers becoming veterans and becoming really good at killing bugs.
Wow.
And of course, there are some very cool abilities that you can unlock only by leveling up each unit.
Yeah, and some of them, they really alter the way that the unit functions. So, I was saying before, troopers are very disposable, but when they reach level 3, they get access to a couple of unique abilities, and one of them is the infamous sort of shotgun from the film. And that changes them into a short-range powerhouse unit, so their damage output sort of triples, their range tightens up, and they become really effective up close.
Yeah. So, as you can see, actually, Edmund just cleared one hive, which means that hive is not going to be a threat anymore, because otherwise bugs will have kept spawning from there.
Okay.
Also, I believe you just gained 2 points of war support.
I did, and I bought the E-Pulse Troopers building.
Nice.
I don't have the necessary supply for it just yet, but I'll be deploying them soon.
Why do you want to go for E-Pulse Troopers?
So E-Pulse Troopers are a short-range anti-armor unit, and as I was saying before, the main issue for my squad here, even with the troopers in it, is I don't have any anti-armor. So they are a short-range anti-armor unit, so they're very effective against tiger bugs, which those are sort of my main threat at the moment. So I kind of want to plug that gap in my capability.
Awesome. So that's a grenade, as you can see, one of the special abilities that we are...
I was asking. I would like also to know what's the name of these units? Are they named differently or not?
Actually, you can rename each squad.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. There's a little...
Actually, let's do that now. Let's do that now.
Wow, we can
actually, first kill those bugs,
it.
then let's rename the units.
Yeah. I think that it's better to kill the bugs first, because we don't want to die in the middle of this operation.
How are we going to call them?
We'll go with...
We can call them like...
Alberto's
so
Troopers.
that's my squad, that's my personal squad.
Yeah.
So now, also I think we need an Edmos one and a Julius one.
Yeah, please, I want a squad.
And then of course we'll see who gets to the end of the scenario.
Okay, we can both be troopers.
Nice.
Edmund's troopers?
I feel a bit bad about making Julia a sniper here.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Good. Now I'll be distracted while you mourn the deaths of these squads.
No.
So I'm just going to return to base here because I need to. I've been operating sort of a while away from my base, and I need to resupply my guys. We've taken some casualties in a few squads here, so you can see here the dropship is waiting for me.
Yeah.
So when I get close to it, it will automatically reinforce my guys. And we're just on our way back now.
I was watching to the questions we received. Sorry, I took a moment to read them.
I picked the wrong moment to take a break in the action, didn't I?
No, no. I'm asking another question. Will there be an endless mode? If you are gonna have one, please let us customize everything like bug health, numbers, etc.
Okay, so all right. First off, a disclaimer. That's something that a lot of people are asking for. So of course we are very much open to community requests and community's feedback. Right now, there's no endless mode per se, but there are some skirmish maps that you can play outside of the story campaign. We plan to expand the number of skirmish maps, of course, and since a lot of people are asking for an endless mode, well, I can't commit to anything yet, but I would be surprised if there wasn't one being added in the future.
Wow.
Yeah, he's totally not going to commit to it, but you heard it here first on FedNet, all net, all channels.
I'm not going to commit myself, I'm going to commit the developers to do it.
Oh, man.
Wow,
and they're going to hate me for it.
They would be so happy for that.
But yeah, jokes aside, we will consider it, and we plan to keep expanding the game and supporting the game after release. So this is not a game that we release and forget about it. Quite far from it. We have some DLC ideas, update ideas. So yeah, you can expect to hear more from us in the future.
Wow.
Here they are, my E-Pulse boys.
Oh yeah, you got the E-Pulse
with the energy packs, yeah. And I also
those weren't in the first movie.
Bought some engineers. No, they were in the second movie.
Yeah.
So Edmund, we can get closer to them. Before I saw that you zoomed on the.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can zoom in the camera, by the way.
Wow, it's so detailed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are
really
engineers, if I
realistic.
am spotting correctly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to transfer my engineers to my main base here because. One of the main sort of useful things about engineers is that they can make static defenses.
Yeah. So
I'm transferring the engineer to my main base so it can make static defenses to defend the main base, and I'm transferring my fleet liaison, who this is the replacement for the one that I so brutally airstriked.
Yeah.
And I'm
actually,
transferring
he
him
airstriked
to
himself
Yeah.
because he's the guy who calls for airstrikes.
Yeah. Well, I was on the radio telling him to do it for the Federation. So
and he obeyed. He was a good soldier to the
yeah,
end.
he was glad to give his life for the Federation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, since we are talking about the fleet liaison and airstrikes, this is our way to represent the duality between the mobile infantry and the fleet from the game, that you can also see in the first movie. You can only have air support if you have the fleet liaison, which means that basically there's a fleet officer being detached to your army, and he has the luxury.
She.
Oh yeah.
She.
Yeah. Those are hoppers.
There she is.
What?
Yeah.
She's
Fly
got
bugs.
a lovely uniform.
Yeah, sorry, it's her.
It's her.
Yeah.
Just on this occasion, the Federation is a equal opportunities butcher.
Yes.
Okay, so I can.
Everyone can just die.
Everyone can die.
Everyone can do his part.
Do his or her part. Yeah. Or parts, depending on how long they've been on the battlefield.
All right, so now you're getting close to some hives.
Yeah, I'm going to try and take these hives down. So here I've unlocked the shotguns or the boom bundle for the troopers. The boom bundle is kind of like a really powerful grenade package, but it's better than the shotguns, but it's very tricky to use. And then the shotguns are, as we discussed before, they make you a short-range powerhouse. So I can take my troopers here and put the shotguns on. And wow, they just vaporized those bugs so fast.
Yeah.
I couldn't even demonstrate how quickly they put those guys down. I'll put the boom bundle on this one because it's quite cool, but it's
awesome. I gotta say, you're playing quite well, Edmund.
does all the practice show? Yeah. Okay, so here's the boom bundle.
These
Get away,
58 hours are...
Get away, get away. Oof.
Ooh, that was a very nice explosion.
Ooh, I think a few guys ended up very exploded there.
That's fine, you can call for reinforcements.
Yeah. It's quite tricky to use it because the radius is shorter. You can throw it less distance than it blows up. So you are danger close the moment you throw it.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see here I've placed the snipers on the high ground because they shoot faster on the high ground and they have massive range. You see this ring here shows their enormous range that they have.
Yeah, actually, terrain plays quite the big role in this game.
Yes.
Maybe not so much in this scenario, but there are like urban warfare scenarios where it really comes into play.
At the beginning, of course, as we were sneaking past the bugs, we were showing the line of sight mechanics there because obviously they couldn't, because I lured them into a pit.
That's right. Yeah.
They couldn't see me. They couldn't see me. Why couldn't they see me? It's because they can't look up. So it's you do have to think about it.
Awesome.
Water bug. That's not good.
Oh, nice.
That's not good. That's not good. Okay.
But guys,
that hurt.
Yes, it did. Don't cluster your guys up too much.
Ooh, nicely dodged. So that's like an example of micromanaging at work.
Yes, yes. Clicking, you can hear the mouse steaming away here. No, fleet liaison. Okay. That was a tactical blunder on my part. The fleet liaison, it might be wise to put them on hold fire because she's quite zealous with her handgun, and the handgun has not got the longest range or firepower. And the survival time of a fleet liaison in close combat is measured in seconds.
So, new objective. So you need to build 3 turrets in your main base?
Yes.
Awesome.
Which I will do as soon as I have this under control, which I don't right
now. That sounds promising.
Okay. No, we're still good. The named units are still alive. The unnamed units have been sacrificed to keep them going. Okay.
Our unsung heroes.
My unsung heroes. Let's put.
So who is Victor Yarrow?
He is a psychic commander, and those of you who are really familiar with the deeper, more nerdy aspects of Starship Troopers, you'll know that the psychic troopers sort of play a role in the developing story about how the bugs know so much about human tactics and strategy and so on. And I don't want to reveal too much about the plot because we're really sort of getting into the deep plot here. But
it's a really story-based game.
I mean, people who have seen the first movie will remember Neil Patrick Harris' character, who was also a psychic in the movie. In the movie, his psychic abilities basically have him rise through the ranks until he becomes a military intelligence officer, and is the one behind developing the strategy in order to attempt to win the war against the Arachnids.
Wow.
Don't mind me, I'm just under attack from every angle right now. You see, I don't have time to deal with the mortar troopers. They're all the way over there, but the small fry is keeping me busy, so I need to keep moving my units that are being targeted while still fighting at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is not the easiest thing to do. Okay.
Guys, we just received a question live. Do commanders give buffs to the soldiers and stuff, or?
Yes.
Yes, they do. Yes,
they do.
There are officers who can use special abilities to boost the squads around them in a radius. They can also debuff enemies, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they create a kill zone, and units being attacked in the kill zone take a lot more damage.
So
on harder difficulties, it's vital if you hope to keep the tide at bay.
Yeah.
We received another funny question. Does playing the game guarantee citizenship?
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course it does.
Only if you do your part.
Yes.
You have to do your part.
You have to beat the game.
Of course.
Or die trying.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, as you can see,
under
this
attack
mission
from
is really
every
escalating now.
Yeah, it's happening
It started quite
everything
small.
everywhere.
Yeah, it started quite small because he was only leading 3 snipers and trying to sneak his way. But yeah, now it's really getting bigger. And then, of course, I mean, there are much bigger missions than this with hundreds, maybe thousands of bugs. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. There's a mission with a bug kill counter, and I was shocked as to how quickly it reached 500.
Wow. Oh my god.
This is not a game for the faint of heart.
No, they're everywhere, and
And of course,
you can see they're in 2 places at once here. So I'm.
Yeah. And of course, alas, if you're arachnophobic, probably it's not the best thing for you.
No,
Yeah.
No.
probably not.
Yeah.
Totally no. But
Shotguns here. Okay.
So you're holding quite well, I must say.
Thank you. Do your best to distract me, like.
Edmond troopers are not in a good shape, but yeah, now they just got
and
reinforced.
how are the other 2 named troopers? Are they?
Oh, Alberto's troopers are here,
Okay,
and of
mine.
course your snipers are here.
Oh, are they well?
Currently dodging artillery fire, and my troopers took some damage, but they're still here. You can see that the basic units are still really serving me, you know, throughout all this combat. It's not like I just wanted to replace all of my guys with E-Pulse, because that's the highest tech thing I have right now. You know, you need all the various bits and pieces, otherwise, you know, there'll be holes in your army, and those can be picked apart.
Whoa, we
Congratulations.
Won. Congratulations. Woo.
Yeah, you just have to hold the 2 positions at the same time from attack. It just really taxes your micromanagement. And of course, on brutal, you have half the firepower.
Yeah.
And I lost units on normal, so you can imagine. I have beaten it on brutal, but it's a little bit tricky.
All right, so now as a reward, you can keep playing Mission 12.
Excellent.
Wow, let's keep going on.
I just want to kill some bugs, sir.
Intelligence leaks. Psychic operatives have discovered the bug's disposal methods in our secrets. And just in time, Federation scientists are developing
a wonder weapon.
What
to
they're
annihilate
doing.
the arachnid threat. And it is Qualashan
They're doing their part.
that is providing the material components behind this miracle of military engineering. Citizens can rest easy, knowing its secrets are safe from prying bug eyes.
All right.
Okay. Just gotta, cool off after that last one.
Okay.
A lot of the missions have got a kind of attack at the end that really is gonna test you, and not a good feeling when you lose in the dying seconds of a countdown timer.
Yeah.
So
Actually, Edmund is playing at mid difficulty. So,
Mid.
Yeah, which means that looked pretty hard to me, and Edmund is quite experienced. So you can already imagine how hard it is to play at the highest difficulty.
Yeah.
it's fun though.
Yeah.
It's so fun. That's the thing. They're like, I was like, Edmund, you need to, practice a bit for the game. You don't have to practice too hard. And I'm there, and I'm like, oh, is it 3 o'clock in the morning? I've been playing all night. But I think many gamers know that feeling of really getting into a game, and then the hours just flow away, and all of a sudden it's sunrise. So it's really good.
So this mission is called Razor Ritter.
Razor Ritter, yeah.
Why the symbol are green now?
Because they're currently being used by an allied faction. They're not immediately under his command.
Okay.
Like you can see, these are blue icons.
Okay, so
these are the units he actually controls now.
So these are the
because
blues.
as you can see, it says the objective will take the main base. So it needs to move from here and basically.
I don't think we're gonna survive this mission, but I'm going to.
Oh, you're so pessimistic! Come on.
We're gonna run these again. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. So what's your plan?
What's my plan?
Survive.
I'm going to kill anything with more than 2 legs, if you get me.
Yes, I get you. We get you, sir.
Okay,
right.
so this is a nest, so you don't have to clear it in the same way that you clear the actual hives, but they spew out hordes of drones.
Yeah, those are the
and they're
tiny-
fast and irritating,
Yeah.
so you just got to be a little bit careful with them.
Yeah, they're tiny and fragile, but they can be annoying.
Yeah, you got to pick your moment to kick the nest, because you know, if you kick the nest and then another group of units come from another direction, you'll find yourself in big trouble very quickly. So you need to pick your moment. You see here, we're on the high ground, so they're not going to trigger until I attack because they can't see me, because they're on the low ground.
Yeah.
So I can pick my moment to set them off and then destroy the nest afterwards.
Almost done.
Nice. They are dead.
Okay, away we go. There's another one over here. Not so easy to sneak up on this one. So what I can do is, if I make a kill zone here, and then as they come around the corner, they're going to take extra damage from being in the kill zone.
Very cool.
So that just allows me to kick the
bug layer.
Alberto,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you another question.
Sure.
Any info on the possibility of co-op?
Well, not immediately. And that's not in the plan right now. Of course, never say never, but we can't commit to co-op right now.
Okay. So you heard Alberto. Another question. Will there be a skirmish mode? Looking forward to picking this up.
Okay. So, game modes are something we are looking into. Right now, as I said, there is the story campaign and skirmish maps, which is a bit different from our skirmish mode. But the skirmish maps offer a kind of a similar experience to the skirmish mode. We plan, of course, to expand the skirmish maps and to offer you more skirmish maps in the future. But we're also looking into adding more game modes. Of course, I can't reveal anything as of now. But that also depends, on the initial feedback and community requests. And I mean, the possibilities are really endless. So yeah, I wouldn't rule it out in the future.
Okay. Thank you for all these answers. I know that our followers will be very happy to get feedbacks. Another question.
Yes.
The last one for this moment. Let's see. Is a Linux port possible in the future?
To be honest, I think that will be very unlikely. But once again, never say never. But of course, right now we're just focusing on PC because it's just easier, and we reach a much larger number of players with that. But yeah, if there will be ports, we'll make sure to communicate it and let you know.
Okay. Anyway, we are really close to the release time, I think.
Ooh, I hope so.
It's like, well,
I
don't
hope
know.
so, because I'm pretty sure that people are really clamoring for to release
they're
the game.
refreshing the page many times, and it's like New Year's Eve. We are waiting to do the countdown.
Yeah, except that we didn't wait 1 year for this. We waited for like 5 years or something like that.
It's like a year, but longer.
Yeah.
And Edmund, how are you doing now?
Yeah, I've just taken over this this base, and I'm just taking the opportunity here to fortify it before I move out.
Yeah.
Because obviously the last thing you want to do is move out with all your units, and then the bugs just walk into your base and just take your base, and then you're like, wow. Although I would say that unusually for an RTS, losing a base does not lose the game for you. You can simply take your units that you have and go back and get it. So it's not losing all your units is the end, not losing all your buildings, as it were, or all your radio bases.
Yeah, basically losing a base or losing all bases in this case will mean that you can't get reinforcements in normal circumstances.
Yeah, so bases have technology tied to them, so I built a rocket depot here, so that means that this is now a rocket base. So if I lose this base, I won't be able to make rocket troopers. If I have a different base, like this base, but I don't have this base, then I can't make rocket troopers. I can only make the standard troopers, which, you know, the standard troopers are versatile, but you obviously want the specialist units to fill in any sort of gaps in your army. So it's important to keep a hold of the bases that have the key technology that you're relying on. In this case, I bought some rocket troopers because I want that that anti-armor punch in case I run into any tankers or anything big.
Awesome. So as you can see, this game has a nice balance between offense and defense.
Yes.
In each mission, maybe you end up doing both. There are some periods in which you need to attack, others in which you are very hard pressed in your bases. Sometimes you need to do both at the same time. Sometimes you just need to survive and hold on as long as you can.
Sometimes you can rest also, or not.
Rest.
For like a minute or two.
No rest.
No rest. Just
no rest.
battle.
Just
fighting.
Just
bugs. Bugs everywhere.
Yes.
I think that I won't look anymore to bugs in my garden at the same way. I will never be able to do that.
Oh, we should be careful when saying this game has bugs.
Funny joke.
We have never heard this before.
No, never.
In the film, there's this famous bit that, you know, the only good bug is a dead bug, and someone sent me a message and they said, what is the only good bug? And I said, oh, it's a correctly documented and reported bug, so that we can kill the bug.
But speaking about the movie, this is my personal question.
Yes.
There are, the story in the game is not the same as the movie.
No, it's not. Well,
it's inspired by the movie.
Yeah, it happens in the same time frame, so to speak.
Okay.
Well, actually, a longer time frame.
Okay.
I don't want to give spoilers, but of course, this game is not set on Klendatu, which is the main planet which the movie is set on. This game is set on the planet Kwalasha, which is a new planet in the Starship Troopers movie universe, which we came up with it alongside Sony Pictures. So the story basically is that this planet Kwalasha is very important for the war effort because a lot of mining operations take place here. And of course, the Federation needs those minerals to build ships, weapons, ammos.
Yeah, because the fleet got smacked around. So those of you who are huge fans of the first movie will know that the Federation lost a great number of cruisers in the Klendatu drop.
Yes.
So the vital materials for the replacement ships are being mined here, and so you know, it's really critical to the war effort that the bugs don't interrupt the mining.
Yes, and speaking of the first movie, and speaking of Klendatu drop, well, yes, we do have Klendatu drop in the game, and it's the first mission. If you play the story campaign, you will get to experience the Klendatu drop first.
Okay, wow. It's great to build another world. Speaking about a movie that was released so many years ago, is to bring it alive again.
Yes.
It's great. It's something great.
Yes, but yeah, well, to be honest, Starship Troopers has so many fans and so much enthusiasm about the franchise. When we announced the game, there was a lot of positive feedback and so many people who were excited about it.
Yeah.
So it's really great to be able to work on such a franchise, especially because after all these years, it's still very much alive and people still remember the movies fondly. They still talk about them. There are a lot of internet memes about them.
Yes, there's so many. Actually, many memes.
Yeah. Actually, our social media manager Inso knows something about it because they keep spamming them on our channels. But
desire to play more intensifies. Desire to test more intensifies.
It's a movie and a game full of irony. Also.
Yes.
It's really funny.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. I mean, the movie touches themes such as militarism or nationalism and things like that, but of course from a satirical point of view.
Of course.
And the game is the same. We really want to make it clear the game has a satirical message, quite like the movie. So if you play the game and you play the story campaign, and you already have seen some of the cutscenes from the story campaign. So if you're familiar with the movie, you can get an idea of the mood and the themes in this game.
I think the game delivers 2,000 volts of justice to the franchise.
Okay, I have other questions. Can I ask you one? How much of this game was influenced by StarCraft?
Not much, to be honest.
No. StarCraft's a very different game.
Yeah.
I understand the comparison because
it's a very it's a sci-fi RTS.
Yeah,
and it's very popular, but there are so many gameplay differences.
The Zerg are sort of similar-ish to the Arachnids, I guess.
Yeah.
But StarCraft is very much a game of macro, so it's about base building and managing production of units and then ferrying those units to the front line and fighting at the same time. And this is very much a game of micro, which is very, very tight control of your army all the time.
Yes.
Not saying that you don't split your attention in this, because you absolutely do, but it's not about base building, it's about winning battles and really carefully managing every single unit.
Yes. Well, I mean, each RTS has some similarities.
Yeah, of course. I mean, left click, select unit,
Yes,
right click, move somewhere, but the line of sight mechanics in this makes it very, very different from StarCraft. StarCraft doesn't have line of sight mechanics, and it wouldn't. It's a 25-year-old game, but it is a classic, but very different from this.
Yes. We're quite proud of what the Aristocrats achieved with the gameplay design, because it's a really unique RTS. We really think that this game has something unique and original and fresh to offer and bring to the RTS genre. It's not a copycat of anything. It doesn't take any sort of major direct inspiration from any other game. It's its own thing.
Yes, yeah. The one similarity is that my right mouse button is crying from all the clicks here. Just moving every single unit for optimal positioning. Because you can select all your units and you can just move them in a big ball, but then you take the risk of if I move in a big ball and then someone attacks me from down here, say, the units cannot shoot through each other. Obviously, humans can't shoot through their friends without lots of paperwork being filled in by the Federation. So you have to manage their positioning, because otherwise they won't be able to shoot. I mean, if I demonstrate here, if I put this unit behind this one, you can see the red circle. There's no shot because they're worried about hitting their own side. So due to that, this unit is not doing anything for me at all. And if you have too many units in that position, you can get overrun very quickly. So you need to think about your positioning. So every unit, where it's standing, what it's engaging, you need to manage all of that if you want to be effective.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's very remarkable, I think.
Yeah.
And once again, it's not just positioning on flat ground. It's also, a unit can be in front of another unit if the other unit is on a higher elevation. So, for example, if one guy is up here on this platform and then one is directly in front of them but on the lower ground, the guys on the higher ground can shoot over the top of the guys on the lower ground. So you can get good lines of attack by using the terrain as much as possible.
Yes.
This makes sense.
So you see here, my units are struggling to get a shot. The yellow marker indicates that they're not firing optimally, but they have some shots. But if I move them around so that this one's on the higher area and this one's on the lower area, they're not going to interfere with each other. You can see here, this one's red because it's behind the building, but if I put them on the stairs, now they have a shot.
We were told that we are live.
We just released the game.
You can playing with Starship Troopers too. Wow, it's such a huge moment. Wow.
Yes. We should celebrate.
Yeah, have a toast.
Yes.
To Starship Troopers.
This is just Red Bull, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not
anyway.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, so I hope that now a lot of people are just jumping into the game.
Yes, yes.
Oh, a scorpion.
Oh my god. Just in the right moment.
Yes.
It's an ugly bug.
Yeah.
A bug.
Had one. I've seen the movie so many times that it keeps quoting from it.
It's all I know how to say is...
Actually, he has been doing it all day, so yeah. All right. So, how do you intend to proceed from here?
Yeah, so the difficulty's ramping up now, and the scorpion bugs are a total nightmare to deal with. So they're armored, but they also have a kind of plasma lance attack, which is really, really dangerous.
Yes.
So we have to make sure that our rocket troopers here that we brought along are dealing with the scorpion bug threat, because machine guns are just not going to cut it. Now you can see here I'm going to get attacked from every
another one.
Every angle.
There's...
See, I've got a... Oh, that guy
that
just...
trooper got dismembered.
Oh, look at him. He's crawling along the ground.
Oh, my God. That's definitely not PG-14.
Oh, my God.
I think he lost a few pieces there.
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe if he's still alive, he can get robotic prosthetics.
No, I don't think he's alive anymore.
But he can always say that he has been killed by a scorpion.
Yeah, well, yeah.
A huge scorpion.
Yeah, at least he got killed by something exciting, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nicely dodged.
Oof. I sort of took a little bit of damage there. I dodged quick enough, but not quite quickly enough. You can see they're getting really angry now. I'm being harassed pretty heavily.
I gotta say, the scorpions are being a real
pain.
Yes,
they are. Yeah.
And the scorpions,
my troopers.
They are also in the movie, or?
They're not in the first movie. To be honest, at the moment, I don't remember in which movie they show up. Maybe the second or the third. Sorry, we don't remember.
It's such a long time ago since I watched the second and third movie.
But they're definitely not in the first.
No, because I've rewatched the first movie like about 20 times, and I watched the second movie just a couple of times. So
yes, me too.
The first movie is just a classic, in my opinion. So
yeah, it's great.
He says as he's desperately trying to fight on all fronts here.
Do you have more further questions?
Yeah, I was reading them. Do you have a unit cap on maps? For example, some games would cap you for not having more than 200 units when playing. Is it the same here?
Yeah, there are unit caps, but they are dynamic in the sense that it depends on what objectives you achieve throughout your scenarios, and you know how many supply caches you find. So, for instance, maybe you could start with a really tiny number of units, but then as you proceed through this scenario, you expand that cap. It's called war support. So yeah, there is one. There is a unit cap.
Okay. And another tricky question.
Yes.
Will there be DLC story or units?
I think so.
I think
so. Yeah.
It's not a no.
It's not a no.
It's a good point of start.
It's a probably. We have ideas, but of course, first we wanted to focus on releasing the full game. And of course, we also want to get some feedback from you guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you have some cool ideas on how to expand the game, just let us know, because we really take that into consideration.
But of course, you first have to play with the game, so you can go and buy it now because it's released. It's something amazing.
Yes.
I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel, Alberto?
I feel happy. I feel fulfilled. No, well, in all honesty, this is something that we have waited for a long time as Slytherin, and the aristocrats even more so. It's been a really big effort from everyone involved. So I'm quite sure everyone who took part into developing and releasing this game is quite happy to finally see it come to life.
Yeah. And you guys have, that who has to thank for this game, so Alberto and all the developing team.
Well, of course we are from the marketing team, but
yes.
90% of the job was done by the amazing the aristocrats, who are the developers of the game, as well as the production part of the game, also littering. So that was a really big effort, and it took years of work, but we really hope that the result speaks for itself.
Yeah, thank you all, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, so Edmond, how's it going?
I'm like, don't pay attention to me right now.
Let's put some pressure on Edmond.
I nearly, so nearly got overrun there, but we managed to cling to.
So you have another base.
Cling to life. Yes. So I was clearing this hive, but the scorpion bugs decided to not make that easy for me. So.
So you can use it together with this other one that you already have.
Yes, that's right.
You can call different kind of units, or.
Yes. So I'm actually just summoning some Mark II troopers now.
Yes.
So Mark II troopers are they're half the squad size of standard troopers, but they come with grenade launchers.
Yeah, they also come with an upgraded version of the Morita assault rifle.
Yeah, and they also have a mortar strike.
Yes.
So they're kind of your second level or second tier of trooper, but they have the same hit points per model. Squishy humans have the same hit points, so you get half of them, which means that you have less sort of health to play with.
I think this is meant to represent that it actually takes longer to train those soldiers compared to normal Mark I troopers.
Yeah, and it's also modeling expense, right?
Yes.
I mean, you can't give every soldier a rocket launcher or the latest weapon or the latest energy rifle or whatever. You can't issue that to everybody. So our very expendable troopers here, we get plenty of them, but you get obviously less of the higher grade stuff.
Ooh, okay, that's nasty.
What a mess.
Yes, but, well, it's almost down.
Yeah? How much we will take to end this?
There's a nest up here, and there's one up here, and there's one over here, and there's one down here.
So it's going to take a while.
So it's not ended yet.
I'm surrounded right now. This is not the ideal position to be in. So,
Edwin, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How long do you expect players to take to complete the campaign?
Yeah. So if you play sort of moderate or easy difficulty, I think it can probably be done in about 20 hours. But if you play on brutal, then it's going to take a lot longer, and that's simply because
500 hours.
No, well, it just, you're going to get wiped out more often, which means it takes more time to rebuild your forces and push back out again and all that kind of thing. And on brutal, you're doing half damage, so everything, all the enemies take twice as long to kill, which is how they get on top of you and end up murdering all your guys. So the the length of the game is partly going to depend on your skill level. I think this is a game that's really going to please old school gamers like myself. That they like to lose occasionally, and I have lost occasionally. So.
Yeah.
And how many times have you finished the campaign?
I don't think you ever finished it.
I've played up until mission 15, and then I've played 17 and 19. So I've played most of the campaign right now. But
okay.
I wanted to, because like any fan, I just wanted to actually play it in order with all the bits and pieces in, So I sort of spared myself spoiling myself every part of the game. But I did put a lot of practice in. So. Oh, these scorpions.
So actually, Edmond is cheating a bit because he already played these scenarios.
Yeah.
He's just pretending not to know what's gonna happen.
It's field intelligence work, and I can't talk about it. You know. If you think that I am psychic, maybe I am.
I don't think you are.
Maybe not.
And guys, is there any called Marauders in the game?
All right. Okay. So, well, I mean, this is something which happens further in the campaign, but we have shown Marauders before, so it's not really a spoiler.
They know that.
Yes, there are Marauders. Marauders are bipedal war vehicles that come into play later during the war. They're not featured in the first movie, but they're featured in later movies. They really make a difference during the war. And yes, we have 3 different types of Marauders in the game. They're not here in these 2 missions that we're playing, but yeah, they're going to show up later in the campaign.
Yeah, they're in the 3rd movie.
Yes.
I 100% remember it.
Now we know that.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a secret project led by Rico.
Yes.
But are they like, I don't know, machines with the mans inside?
Yes,
Okay.
they are piloted by a pilot inside of them. They're like huge war machines made of metal. They're just really unstoppable. We've shown them before. I think we've shown them 1 month ago.
Yeah, on the perimeter mission.
Yes, in the perimeter mission, yeah.
Yeah, what's unique about them is, of course, they're robots. So, unlike humans that sort of have to brace the rifle and, you know, pick out their shot, they can shoot on the move all the time because it's all run by computers. So, they don't have the issue with troopers that they need to be positioned to fire. You can maneuver them around and they'll carry on blasting all the time. So they make a great unit to...
So men pilot them from far, or...?
No, I think they're encased inside the...
They're inside.
The Marauder. But yeah, the one downside about the Marauders is that they can shoot at flying units.
They can shoot at flying units, and they're quite big, so they're easy to surround.
Yes.
And
but on the other hand, they're super sturdy.
They are pretty sturdy.
They can take a punch.
They can, but if they get surrounded by bugs, they're dead.
Well, of course, yeah.
It's. I mean, that's true of anything, really. Don't get caught.
Wow. And is there any form of progression between levels, such as customizable squads or vehicles, so that losing units feels more impactful?
Not between missions, but within missions, yeah. As in, you don't carry your units over through the next mission.
Okay.
As you could see, Edmond didn't carry his squads from mission 11, but you carry your units throughout the mission. They gain experience, and that's really important in the mission balance.
Okay.
If you lose your elite units, it can be quite a problem.
Yeah, because you know elite units are just better, and they take time to train. And many missions are just you completely being attacked from all directions all the time, and casualties are expected. So don't get too attached to any of your troopers, because many of them are not going to make it. A great deal of them are not going to make it.
Then again, of course, there are also characters which are recurring throughout the campaign.
Yeah, obviously you need to protect those.
Yes.
Feeding more expendable troopers to the bugs is preferable to losing important
hero.
units. Yeah.
And those characters are inspired by the movie?
They're not characters from the movie, no.
Okay.
Because this campaign is set in a different war theater.
Of course.
So there are other characters, other heroes taking part basically in the war in this specific theater.
Okay, yes, of course, as we said before, but I was interested if some characteristic of the movie's character.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. It's a huge inspiration. I don't want to give any spoilers, but there are some very colorful characters, which in some ways might remind of existing characters from the movies, but of course they are their own persons with their own story, their own personality, their own objectives.
Yeah. You can see here, I'm going around because attacking up this hill is a really bad idea when there's a hive right there. So I'm going around the other way to attack on this flat ground.
Sounds wise.
Yeah. That's the sort of thing you do need to think about, because you can't. So what applies to the applies to the bugs too. You can't see up hills, so if you're dealing with a hill here, you have to be very careful about how you approach it. Because if there's a horde up here, I can't see it until it starts coming down at me. So I'm just.
They're so well. Those flying things.
So many
terrible.
bugs. Rockets are indirect, so we can fire over the
course,
hill.
Yeah.
And also music and sounds are really important
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
a kind of game.
Actually, Marco earlier mentioned Kejiro,
Yes.
who is the composer who worked on the music, on the sound design for this game. He did an amazing job because he came up with his dynamic music system, BAM. Which is basically it's a system which is meant to evoke a mood of tension between attacks, and then of course it gives this very I don't know how to describe it, pumpy feeling when you're being attacked. Basically the music shapes and evolves around what happens during the game, and I think it's really evocative and really.
Yeah, I really like it because it really reminds me of the movie as well.
Yes.
It just really has that same kind of
Yes.
feel and chords.
Same
and,
mood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I mean, a lot of people are huge fans of the original soundtrack from the first movie, written by and composed by Basil Polidouris. The music composed by Kejiro really takes a lot of inspiration from that. It's a great soundtrack, so I really think that Starship Troopers fans will love it.
It's not something that I would put on to relax.
Yes.
But it's great. Maybe I can put it if I go to running.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you go to the gym.
Or to the gym.
I don't know, maybe if you find a nest of spiders in your house.
Yes. Next time I will have to fight spiders. I will put Starship Troopers on and I will kill them all with a wonderful soundtrack behind.
Yeah, the engineers would be perfect for that, because they've got flamethrowers. So you can really cleanse the house with the engineering team. Get rid of all those bugs and the walls.
We have another question live. Tower defense mode?
Well, first off, I know the guy who asked that. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Matt.
Not immediately. That's one of those things that might or might not come later, depending on community feedback and on, Of course, the developers will take their time in order to evaluate how to get from here to the next updates and expansions and whatnot. But yeah, if and when, actually when, not if, when there are news about what's coming next, we'll be sure to probably tease you first and then tell you.
It's funny that no one has already played with the game, but they are already thinking about the future. What's happening next? What's happening next?
Like the game
we want more. We want more.
The game's not even out. And people are like, so what's the plans for DLC? What's
it's kind of the followers, our gamers, already played with the game in these months and years.
Well, I mean, the very dedicated fans have been following this project for years, so they've seen what we have shown them. They've been following the development. Maybe they were in the beta. So many people out there are actually quite familiar with it already. I would assume that many of them maybe pre-ordered the game as well, and they're probably a bit far now. But yeah, really guys, if you have some cool suggestions for us, just drop a message on the forums or on Discord, whatever.
Yes, forum, Discord, but also we read you when you write on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So guys, just write us, and we are really happy to get your feedbacks. Yes.
So I've just called in a team of radio operators because we're now going into this open desert area.
Yes. And that sounds dangerous.
There's no there's no infrastructure, so we have to use the radio operator to support our units out here. This is really sort of a dangerous moment for you because you know, losses are inevitable. I can't dodge every shot. Oof.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh man, that's
That's brutal.
Censored. Avert your eyes.
Well, thankfully there are no cameramen there, because otherwise the war morale in the Federation will drop.
Yeah, so the radio operator just lets me set a drop zone and allows me to reinforce my guys in the field. So it's an essential sort of core unit for operating in an area where there's just, look at all this, look at all these hives. It's otherwise you're just going to lose troopers over time and then get wiped. So you've got to be careful. They can also do inspiring propaganda broadcasts, which is always entertaining.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, anyway, I know, Edmond, that you're trying your best right now, but I think we don't have that long of time yet left. Like, I think we only have 8 minutes left.
8 minutes?
Yes. So, yeah.
Time flies where you're having fun.
Give everything you've got.
All right.
Like,
okay.
the Federation wants you to go on the offensive. They want to bring this battle home. So make us proud.
This is not the first time. This is not the first time you've done this to me.
Come on, you can do it.
We don't have much time.
Okay. All right. We're going as fast as we can.
Go into it. Come on.
Ouch.
So now we are really putting the pressure in.
Yes, because he didn't have so much pressure till now,
of course.
and we wanted to add more.
Yes.
Because we're never satisfied about the pressure.
To be fair, I believe that we distracted him a bit. But yeah.
Yes. But this is because we wanted to prove him that he's such a great gamer if he can speak with us and at the same time win battles.
Yes.
And you are doing it very well. So
yes.
I'm pushing as hard as I can.
I'm admired.
Yes, in his defense, this is a very intensive game. It requires a lot of effort and concentration. There really are, like, moments to catch your breath. So, yeah, I believe Edmond is now a bit tired, but I still believe in you, Edmond.
But let's say, how many times will you need to finish the mission if we would have time?
You asked for 8 in under 8 minutes, and I'm gonna try
now
and deliver.
I think it's 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah,
even 6. I don't know.
But in ideal world, how many minutes will you take to finish? How do you think?
On this difficulty, I reckon I could finish in 4 minutes.
In 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
I think.
So okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's see if Edmond can do it.
Okay, we can start. I don't have a
Do we have a
clock.
countdown?
No, we can say from my tablet.
All right. Okay, so Edmond has said that he will complete the mission in 4 minutes.
Okay.
If he doesn't, he will be court-martialed. If he does it, he will be promoted. So
Yes.
look at the bright side.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
then.
So now it doesn't. He's not talking anymore. It's just
No, I'm still
focusing.
talking.
No, he cannot speak anymore.
No,
He has too much in the.
All right. So a clear one eye. Come on.
Come on, Edmond.
You're getting close. You're so close.
Edmond.
It's
Oh my
near.
God.
You're
Two
inside of it.
scorpions.
But yeah, there are two scorpions.
Scorpions.
Sorry.
It's a tongue twister. Scorpions.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can make it. Actually,
What's the Italian for that? Scorpion.
Scorpione.
Scorpione.
Yes.
Quite close.
It is quite close.
Lost a rocket trooper. That's not good.
Wow, Edmond. Wow.
Push.
It's such a mess.
It is a mess.
All right.
It's an ugly mess. A bug mess.
Stop putting that.
A mess hostile to finishing this in 3 minutes.
I think
I think you can do it. Come on, you're so close.
Edmond.
Just one last scorpion.
Oh my God, we're almost there.
No, there's one behind
no.
as well, but
Oh.
close.
Damn it.
Close.
I remind you that you told us that you
Yeah.
needed only 4 minutes.
Maybe he was overly optimistic.
Maybe you overestimated yourself?
I trust in Edmund. I think he can make it.
How long have I got?
Sorry,
I don't know. How long? 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Woo.
We're being a bit generous here.
How are you now?
Wow.
Come on.
Are you sure you're not working for the bugs?
I don't know.
All right. I nearly got it.
Okay, one scorpion down. There. Yes. Nice. Those rocketeers are really making a number of them.
I did it.
Nice. Nice, Edmund.
Whoa!
So you fulfilled your service to the Federation.
Look at how hurt my units are. Look what you did.
Wow, victory!
You brought honor to yourself on the battlefield.
And to Slytherin.
Yes. So how does it feel? He's sweating actually.
It's like
It's finished.
It's like
it
30 in
was
here.
a real. It was a real. Well, the time really fly when you're having fun.
Yes.
And we are almost there, I think.
Yes.
Like 1 or 2 minutes left.
Yes.
And I take the chance to thank you guys for following us. And I remind you to follow us on our social media channels, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also on our Twitch channel. You can follow us everywhere, basically.
Yes.
And Alberto, would you like to say something too?
Yes, of course. Well, first off, as I think Marco told you earlier, well, Angry Joe is next. So don't go anywhere because Angry Joe is gonna play the game.
Yes.
We know he loves it. He played it before. So yeah, stay with us.
Yes, stay with us and follow us. And thank you again. And now I think we are going to show them another trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to show you the trailer.
Yeah.
So here it goes.
Here it goes. And thank you for staying with us. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Good day.
Join the mobile infantry and save humanity from arachnid aggression. We have powerful war machines. We have destructive new weapons. We need brave soldiers for the war effort. Are you doing your part? Service guarantees citizenship.